Hello, everybody. Today I'm talking about Venus in Scorpio. This is not the easiest transit for Venus. Ketu is there. It is from 1st to 30th of October, and there is the Venus Ketu conjunction, and Venus goes through Gandanta. So we have to face it, deal with it, what to expect. Hello, I'm Komilla Sutton, and we are talking Venus in Scorpio. Do remember to subscribe, press the bell notification. Venus in Scorpio is from 1st to 30th of October. So all of October, Venus is in Scorpio. Now, Scorpio is not the easiest sign for Venus to transit. Ketu is placed there. It's Gandanta is placed there. Venus is the first of the faster moving planets that will go through Gandanta. The others will do it a bit later, more towards December. However, this is unsettled energy. The thing about Venus is all about feel-good factor. It's about love, romance, relationships, and so when Venus is going through a difficult time, then we feel it. All of us will feel it. Obviously, Taurus and Libra feel it a bit more because it's their Lagna Lord, Moon Lord. But all of us will feel that transit. And of course, if you listen to my October news, you know that it's a very unsettled energy in October. So this is just adding to the other unsettled problems. Normally what happens is that Venus-Ketu conjunction is one day long. It's 10th of October that Venus-Ketu conjunction will be there. However, because of the other unsettled energy, this seems way more intense because it is adding to the other challenges. So all of us, we have to be aware of this energy and to take some balancing actions with it. And Venus Ketu, it's about rejection, it's about letting go, some old karma that comes back, because Ketu represents past life, and so something from the past can come and be expensive in a way, emotionally, spiritually, money wise. So, that 10th of October is not so easy. And then Venus doesn't seem so happy in Scorpio because it's very intense, very transformative. And Scorpio is, where we have to transform and change. However, it's a fixed sign and it's a fire sign. So what you have to be careful here is that your the water or the emotional aspect doesn't get burnt up or doesn't get heated up, and then you don't get fixed in your ideas and you're just going round and round in circles. So you have to learn to move, and one of the movements could be just doing some walk, avoiding getting stuck. You can feel possessive, jealous, or some other obsessive nature that Scorpio can bring out, that you have to not give in to that. You have to think, no, this is not the time. Let me wait, let me see, and let me deal with my any aggravating energy to move on. And then end of this transit on 30th, Venus is going through Gandanta. And Gandanta, Scorpio, Sagittarius Gandanta, so 30th is a transformational time and can be very unsettled and imbalanced. But after that, Venus goes into Sagittarius and it has done its issue, it's done its Ketu conjunction, done its Gandanta. And then we can look at other aspects for Venus. So how does it affect? Do check from your moon and ascendant. Aries, Venus is in your 8th house with Ketu. This is all about relationships for you because Venus rules your 7th house. 8th house is unsettled energy, transformative, unsettled. You don't want to make changes just now, and you have to try to be more aspirational with Ketu rather than look at the worst possible thing. And of course, Mars is with Sun and compass. So as I told you already, this is not the easiest month for you. Taurus, Venus is your Lagna Lord. It is in Scorpio. It is in a more complex situation in the 7th house. You're focused on your relationship, and then the Ketu conjunction can bring some past issue to light. It can bring some rejection issues. You know, it's good to communicate, but communicate softly. Don't feel that need to be cutting or sharp during this time, and especially during the Venus-Ketu conjunction on 10th of October. Gemini, Venus is a good planet for you. This is not the main issue for you. It's just added challenge because the other things with the Mercury-Mars conjunction and Mercury-Sun conjunction and all together. So that 9th, 10th becomes a red flag day for you that you need to mark and be cautious around that time. So the Venus-Ketu conjunction will be just added irritability, and do watch out for relationships, and sometimes you're not open to advice, but at this stage I think it's okay to just wait it out. Cancer, Venus rules your 11th house of money. It rules 4th house of home. So Ketu is conjunctions happening in the 5th house connected to children, creative ideas, artistic nature. I think the main thing about this transit is not the best one for you, but there's so much else disturbance happening alongside this that it is best to take this month easier for yourself. Leo, Venus, Ketu conjunction is in your 4th house of home, and so you know, you can feel very agitated. 4th house is also your inner emotions, so you can feel very agitated by Ketu, Venus, and then the other things are happening. On one side, there's too much heat being generated, too much analytical, critical side. This thing is more spiritual and alternative, and it's connected to your career, yourself. So I would say that Leo like to do things all the time, but you know, this month, October, November, these are times to take it easy and slowly. Virgo, Venus is in your 3rd house with Ketu. Venus is a great planet for you, but I think that this conjunction is an added irritant to the other things that are happening. I already spoke about the Mars, Mercury, and Sun conjunction, and then the retrogrades going direct, and so you have to just be careful around that time. And then when Mercury goes direct on 18th of October, plan to do things after that. Libra, Venus is your Lagna Lord, Moon Lord, and the Scorpio is 2nd house of money and finances. Also about speech, and you have to be careful how you say what you feel. Sometimes there'll be a lot of things bubbling up that just need to be said right at this moment, and especially around 10th of October, you have to bite your tongue a bit. But at the same time, 2nd house is money and bigger family. So, you know, the extended family, not your nuclear family. So there can be issues there that can come up as well. And, you know, this is not the easiest. And 30th, the gandanta is happening. So I would say that overall, you have to take that, what is Ketu going to bring? So be aware of it, and if things come, then you know that this is some old past life stuff that is coming. Past can be previous past this life, but also some hidden deep past issues. Scorpio, Ketu is your 2nd Lagna, you know, ruler, Mars and Ketu. So Ketu is in Scorpio, and Venus is in Scorpio. Venus rules your 7th house. So relationships really powerful here. And I think that that Venus-Ketu conjunction matched with Mars being combust as well at the same time. So you can get very easily aggravated and want to lash out at something or someone. Maybe do some exercise, use up the energy, or do something more spiritual. Ketu is always connected to spiritual things. So think about doing something spiritual. Sagittarius, this conjunction is taking place in your 12th house of expenses, Venus, Ketu, both there. So do watch out, don't overspend, careful. This is also the time when your Lagna Lord is turning direct, all sorts of other things happening. So Venus in Scorpio, not the best time for you to plan any large expenses or make decisions regarding that. It's a good time to do something spiritual, and that would be your best thing. Capricorn, Venus is a great planet for you. It is transiting your 11th house of finances. So usually that is a good time that money and good luck comes to you. However, I think that Ketu being there is not the easiest energy, because Ketu can be you don't know, one doesn't know what Ketu is going to bring, and especially Venus, Ketu, and then at the same time Saturn going direct. So you have to watch out that 10th, 11th, and then Venus going through Gandanta on the 30th. This is not a good time to think about your own earnings, because that is the area where Venus is transiting through. Aquarius, Scorpio is your 10th house. Venus is there. It's a great planet for you. Ketu is there. So I would say that this is not a bad transit for you. Always watch the Venus-Ketu energy. However, Saturn is going direct at the same time. And that is what you have to watch, because things are very slow. And suddenly those delays, those obstructions will start happening. And then Venus-Ketu, that exact tight conjunction on the 10th, will go away. Otherwise, I would say that this is also going to highlight some issues regarding what you want to do professionally, work-wise, opportunities. But do watch for the retrogrades, and especially 9th, 10th of October. Pisces, Scorpio is your 9th house, house of education, learning, higher mind, the guru. Ketu has been there for a long time, so that is not an issue. I would say that the main thing is the conjunctions and the other unsettled energy, and Jupiter going direct. That is what you have to more watch out for. But obviously 9th house Venus is transformative change. Sometimes it can bring some argument with mentors, gurus, advisors, father. So those are the things to watch out for. So that is it for today. Thank you very much. All the best. Do remember to subscribe, press the bell notification.